great pleasure for me, as Ireland's 18th ambassador to the United States, to speak at this unique gathering of the Ancient Order of Hibernians. Normally, I'd be with you in Orlando for a face-to-face engagement, and I would really enjoy the occasion. I know I enjoyed my previous encounters with the AOH, and it's a pity that we can't meet in person this time around. But we all know why. We're all in this strange world now where we have to do everything virtually. But this is a unique convention because members of the order from all over the country can join in virtually and be part of this discussion, part of this debate about the AOH, its achievements and its future. I've known the AOH now for 2.5 years. I first met your outgoing president, Judge Jim McKay, along with your incoming president, Danny O'Connell, shortly after my arrival here, when they came to see me at the embassy in Washington. We had a very good meeting. I think it's fair to say that my connection, my engagement with the AOH over the last 2.5 years has been in the same vein. I have really enjoyed connecting with your membership all over the country. I know you have members in 50 American states, which is a great tribute to your organization. I know you are the largest organization, Irish organization outside of Ireland. Also a great achievement. You also have a record, a historical record going back deep into the 19th century, to the beginnings of the era of mass immigration into the United States from Ireland, which changed America, created Irish America, and in turn changed Ireland. So I want to say how much I value the ongoing, the historic record of the AOH in bringing the Irish together, providing a focal point for their Irish identity. And I also value its current role with its membership all over the United States, active on Irish issues, a very effective lobby group when lobbying needs to be done for Irish causes or the causes of Irish America. I really do admire your continued attachment to your ancestral homeland. It's something that's quite unique. Other European countries have large diasporas here, but none has the sort of devoted group of people that we in Ireland have, and that you in the AOH represent, epitomise so well. Ireland faces a challenging time at the moment. We are in the midst of a pandemic, and although the public health crisis as I speak is under control, the number of cases is on a daily basis is quite low. The number of deaths has also declined. The threat of further surges of infection is always there. The economic impact has been quite severe. It will take a while for our economy to recover from that impact. Our economy will shrink this year by maybe 7 or 8%, as we were expected to grow by 4%. But we're optimistic for the future because we're Irish. We have a spirit of Irishness, which you and the AOH also have, which will carry us through, as it has carried Irish America through over the centuries, oftentimes through great adversity. We also have, of course, the challenge posed by Brexit. And that challenge hasn't gone away, sadly. We now know that Britain will leave the European Union, finally, at the end of this year. We hope that there will be an agreement between the EU and the UK on future trading agreements, future trading arrangements, because that would benefit Ireland hugely, because we still have a big trading relationship with the United Kingdom. We want that relationship to continue in order to sustain jobs and prosperity in Ireland. The United States has overtaken the UK hugely as our most important economic partner. But nonetheless, our nearest neighbour in Britain remains a very important partner for us. We're also concerned, of course, about the impact of Brexit on Northern Ireland. We are happy with the agreement that was made in October of last year, which guarantees that there will never be a border on the island of Ireland. That agreement now has to be implemented. And I thank the Ancient Order for the strong support it provided over the last few years in pressing to ensure that the US Congress and the US administration would not countenance a hard border on the island of Ireland. We owe it to you and to many others within this vast Irish American community that we've succeeded in avoiding the dangerous and risky prospect of a hard border. But we must make sure that that agreement that was made last year is now implemented, which will be a major challenge for us. In Northern Ireland itself, it's good to see that we now have an executive up and running, that all the parties are working together, dealing with the COVID crisis. It's been dealt with quite well in Northern Ireland, which is a tribute to the political leadership shown by the parties. Of course, there are still differences, there's still problems, there's still a need for the reconciliation agenda to be pushed. And of course, there's much discussion now about the longer term implications of Brexit for the island of Ireland. That is a matter for the future. For the moment, our main challenge is to overcome the challenges posed by the pandemic, to overcome the difficulties that will arise on account of Brexit, and then to move forward as a country, as an island. And also, the future, our future success, will depend hugely on our relationship with the United States. And that's where the Ancient Order comes in a big way. You are a major resource for Ireland in this country because you are spread across the country. You have influence as American citizens, American voters. You have influence in Congress. You can influence the administration. You've done so effectively over the years. And I know you will continue to do so. I know you'll continue to have Ireland's back in the months, years and decades ahead. I believe that there's a very good future for Irish-American relations. We have strong ancestral historical ties. We also now have ties created by flows of investment in both directions. There are now 500 Irish companies that employ 100,000 Americans all over this country. That number is bound to grow in the years ahead as more Irish companies discover the advantages of investing in the United States. We also have a vital contemporary relationship with our culture, our arts links, our links in education. And before the pandemic in 2019, more than 2 million Americans visited Ireland. They were very welcome visitors to our shores. I hope that 2021, all going well with the pandemic, will be a bumper year for Irish-American relations. I hope it will be a superb renewal of our St. Patrick's Day traditions here in America with parades and festivities all over the country. I hope that more and more Americans will want to return to Ireland having missed out this year. And I hope that they will include many members of the Ancient Order of Hibernians, who will be particularly welcome because of their commitment to Ireland. I wish the Order all the very best in the years ahead, under the leadership of Danny O'Connell and his team. I know and expect that your Order will go from strength to strength, and I can promise you that the Embassy and our government will be on the same road as you, seeking to develop Irish-American relations in a positive way and to build the wonderful heritage of Irish America that the Ancient Order of Hibernians so beautifully epitomizes. Gula míle mágad go léir agus go nairí libh.